Hey.
Hey everybody,
Hi guys.
Mr. and Mrs. Traveler here.
L Cost Beauty Channel.
Welcome to another fabulous Hot Topics Thursday.
It's hot. It's so hot.
Coming to you live from the dog park.
We change the scenery up on you every time.
We'll show you a little footage in a minute when we get through. Let's get right to it.
Let's get started. As you know, I never ever see the questions before they asked. Hold on, it's a mosquito biting me. Oh. Okay. As you know, I never see the questions before they ask. I always like to be As you know, I never see the questions before they ask. I like to be Okay. My S's. As you know, I never see the questions before they're asked. I always like to be surprised before you. Okay, let's get started.
Okay.
That's the best I can do.
All seriousness.
My teeth hurt.
We have a question from Melissa Parsons.
Hi, Melissa.
She says, Mr. and Mrs. Traveler, I have a question about the internet on Carnival cruise ship. I've watched a couple other vlogs from other people, and they said that if you have internet service from the ship, you can use your phone. I come to you too because I've watched enough to know you give me the right answer. I'm not understanding by what they mean by using my phone. Could they possibly mean you can use your phone for the internet, or can you actually use it to text? Confused. Excellent question.
I see how that can be confusing. Thank you for your question.
I actually had to look this up myself because I didn't know it off the top of my head. That's something that I kind of had to research. And what I came up with is, evidently that you can. Although I might be a little bit skeptical of it because of the quality of the internet connection when you're out at sea. It's usually slow, so I'm kind of wondering how that'll be on the phone service. So, but anyway, you can download the Magic Jack app.
Yeah, see, you have the same problem I did.
I sure did. Or there's another site called Pop Talks. There's a bunch of little sites. If you put in internet cell phone, that you can see how to connect your phone through the internet. And it looks like you just kind of log on to this site. The Magic Jack looks like you have to download the app before you get on the ship and have it available, and then it connects to the computer some kind of way. So
that's awesome.
So our spiel on it.
We don't like anything electronic on a vacation.
Yeah, we're like
or holiday.
Yeah, we're so tied to electronics and everything in our everyday life that it's a joy and a pleasure to turn off the phone.
Yes, because this is a lot of work.
Yes, it is. So
but we love you guys. That's why we do it.
So check out the Magic Jack app and ProTox or PopTox, excuse me, POPTOX. And then there's a few other ones on there. And next time you're on a Carnival cruise, give it a shot and hit us up. Let us know if it worked for you.
Thank you so much for your question. Thank you.
So while we're on the cell phone topic, I'll also address ALM Summers.
Hi, ALM Summers. How are you?
I don't know if this is a man or a woman, but they said, "Hi y'all, just curious. What about cell phone use? A family member is ill, is getting a connection a difficult thing. If my phone cannot connect, where can I go to use the phone?" Okay. And that's a wonderful question.
That is an awesome question, and that's the last thing you want to deal with when you're on vacation. You really want a vacation from reality, and sometimes you have to be tied to people back home that you care for, your loved ones. So sometimes it's important to have a phone.
Yeah, indeed. And so they have cellular at sea on most of the ships. I'm sure all of them by now. It will be kind of hefty.
It's going to be a pricey penny.
Major carriers like your AT&T, Verizon, Sprint, and that they do have cellular plans for cruise ships. So contact your service provider and then ask them about your cellular service at sea. That's another option. You can use the phones in the ship in your cabin. And I think they're like $5 or $6, $7 a minute.
A minute, yeah.
So.
But if you have to have it for emergency uses, I would say it's priceless for my family.
Yep. And you can get with the cruise line or your travel agent professional, and they can get contact numbers for the ship for emergencies like that if you have emergencies. And of course, American port, if you're an American and you're visiting American port, your cell phone will work there. So even if you're in the Caribbean, your cell phone will work free of charge in places like St. Thomas. Yeah, so you can use your if you're an American going to an American port with your cell phone, you can use them free of charge there. So that'd be places like San Juan, or Puerto Rico I should say, St. Thomas, St. John, St. Croix.
Yes, those are all American United States locations, so you can use their phones there.
Yeah, so we use them all the time. So we have no service, and then maybe like in the middle of the cruise you're at St. Thomas, and you can call everybody.
You can call and check the Facebook, check the Instagram.
See how everybody's doing, and
it's a relief sometimes.
We give ourselves about 30 minutes of looking, and that's it.
That's about it.
So thank you so much for the question. That kind of went with the theme. ALM Summers.
Thank you so much, ALM Summers.
Alrighty. True Finesse asks.
Hi, True Finesse. I love your name.
Mr. and Mrs. Traveler, can you make a video about the best destinations to go to and why? What destinations have you and your wife enjoyed over others? What destinations do you look forward to visiting that you have not visited yet?
Oh my goodness. What a large question statement. That was so awesome, True Finesse. We've been thinking about that one for a long time. We've been thinking about doing a video like that, but we keep traveling, so we can't catch up with our favorites because every time we travel, we find another favorite. So we're trying to nail it down.
So I'll start with best destinations to go to, and that's a very subjective thing.
Broad.
Because everybody has different tastes and desires in life. Yeah. And so it's kind of hard to nail it down. I mean, I think that there's something for everybody in the Caribbean.
We even have different destinations that we both like and we don't like.
Yeah. And we'll get to that when we talk about where we want to go.
Wow, it's so opinionated.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, I think there's something for everybody in the Caribbean. I think if you take a family to the Caribbean, there's something that everybody can do.
I mean, everybody. If you have a large family that's traveling with you, take them to the Caribbean. It's so many things for them to do. They'll be busy all the time.
But people that love water and things like that, they're gonna love the Caribbean. Then you got people that love Alaska and that kind of a setting, like a nature setting, which Alaska was absolutely beautiful.
Oh my gosh, it was breathtaking.
You have people that are, history buffs and want to see the Mediterranean and see Athens and Venice and things like that. So it's a very subjective thing on what's the best destination. I mean, we're hooked on the Caribbean right now.
I'm hooked on Half Moon Cay.
Yeah.
Half Moon Cay is my favorite. Anything in the Azumas is my favorite, the Bahamas. But I can't say that's my favorite destination.
Well, she said
Puerto Rico is good.
Which one? So that's the next part of the question is, which destinations have you enjoyed over others?
That's a big question. You want me to be honest?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I've enjoyed Puerto Rico and the Exumas the most. St. Thomas, St. Martin the most. What I have not enjoyed was Jamaica. Because the first time I went to Jamaica, I had a good time. The second time, not so much. Maybe it's because we didn't explore enough. Belize, I didn't see anything there because we didn't have time to explore. But I would like to get back there and recapture the moments because I didn't have. It's not that I don't like it. It's I haven't had time to explore it.
Okay.
So it's almost no places I really didn't like. How about you?
Yeah, but what you stand, but the Exumas stand out to you.
That's my favorite.
Yeah.
What about you?
They're pretty. That is so hard. I'm really in love with St. Thomas. St. Thomas is one of my favorite places.
He said we can move to St. Thomas if we was offered an opportunity there, and I would take it.
Yeah, it's absolutely one of my favorite places. It's one of my favorite places because it's very Caribbean, yet it still has
American flair to it.
Yeah, the American flair and
It's very safe in St. Thomas. The people are so kind, right?
Yeah, I enjoy St. Thomas, but that last cruise we went on to, we went to Tortola, and then we shot over to where we go to the best, Virgin Gorda. Oh my God, the beaches were just outstanding. But that was just the beaches. For an overall experience, I really love St. Thomas. It's a beautiful place. So much to do and see, and it's beautiful with the mountains, and they have beautiful beaches and beautiful people, and lots of history, and it's just a really nice place. I like it.
What place you don't like?
I loved Alaska too.
Alaska was my second favorite.
Alaska was.
Yes.
If you've never been to Alaska,
your eyeballs will not believe what you really seeing in real life.
You know, even if you're a person like us, we don't like cold weather.
No.
We went there; it was just absolutely gorgeous.
We loved it.
It really was.
Minus the cold weather. Take the cold weather out of this equation, you will love it.
I haven't been to a place I don't like. I mean, you know that.
Jamaica?
I think you had more of a problem with Jamaica than I did.
That's because I had an incident there. But
yeah.
Taunting them. If you see our dog running, he in a good mood right now.
They can't see him because the camera's angled up. I'll get him.
You need to get him now while he's running. He's doing really good.
So yeah, there's no place that I haven't been that I don't like. I prefer, you know, I love St. Thomas and St. Martin, that little area.
So there's no place that we've been that you didn't even like the port?
No.
You sure about that?
Because I'm like you, we just didn't have time to explore. We went to Belize, but we
didn't have time to explore it, so we was like, wow.
Well, we didn't get into it, so I don't want to pass a judgment on it.
Me either.
If I haven't been in there, so.
I hear you.
If you're going to Belize, it's just you have to do an excursion because everything is so far away from the port. I wanted to get the person's name, but my connection's not working right with my cell phone.
Yes, we're like in the jungle out here.
So, but somebody made a really good point about our Tip Tuesday comment with the bands to get in your room. And they said, well, what do you do when you come back in the port? Because normally you show your room card,
right? How would they see the ID when you?
But it does have your name and the ship on the thing, so I guess that's going to have to suffice. But that is a really good question.
Really good question. How would you identify yourself with just an armrest?
Yeah, so that was one of the best comments I saw on there. So I really appreciate it. Thank you for all the wonderful feedback.
Thank you so much.
And life's short.
Have fun.
And now we'll show you a little dog action.
Yes, enjoy it. He's behind us running.
Go get him, bud. Go get him, bud.